Welcome to Catholic Mom Talks. As we journey in this Lenten season, we're seeking out God in our lives. And something I wanted everyone to ponder. And Jesus, and his profound love and mercy, didn't leave us alone, right? He promised he would continue to be with us. Well, how does he do that, right? He does that in a very magnificent spiritual way, right? I mean, he's with us, right? But he has places for us in Catholicism where we go to meet him. We meet him face to face, right? And we interact with him. And we receive supernatural graces from him to keep going, right? So we're here, right? We're human, right? We're in the conscious state, right? But Jesus is calling us to an elevated state of consciousness. Okay, it's being aware not only that we are human, right? But we also have someone who is divine in us. Okay, and through our baptism, we have united our hearts with Christ. Christ is living and dwelling and breathing in us if we choose him to be our God, right? So now we have the God of the universe in our hearts, okay? And when we go to communion, and we go to Mass every Sunday, and we go receive him in the Holy Eucharist, he said his word became flesh. And when he told the apostles, whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood, I will remain in them, and us in him. Okay. And he said, unless you eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and you drink his blood, you will have no life within you. For my flesh is real food and my blood is real drink. Now, some of the apostles, they couldn't go for that, right? Some of the Jewish guys are like, no, how can this man whom we know who's standing here give us his flesh and blood to eat and drink? And Jesus says, are my words too harsh for you? If they're too harsh for you, then you can just basically walk away now, because this is my plan. This is the gift I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you me. I'm going to give you not only a spiritual union, right, in your baptism, but I'm also going to remain with you physically. A physical union. Now, there's no greater union than the Eucharist. There is no greater union than the Eucharist. Now, we are elevated to this level of a spiritual reality, right? It's out of the conscious level and going into an elevated level. Well, it is conscious, but it's an elevated level of consciousness. We have the God of the universe with us. Now, if you think about that for a minute, why would we ever worry about anything? If he is truly with us, if he is walking with us, why are we worried, right? Even in death, why are we worried? Even in the cross, why are we worried if he is with us? Now, that's something that I love about Catholicism. Catholicism unites us with an experience with Christ, right? And that is the cross. Jesus did not spare himself the cross. Absolutely not. He took on the sufferings of the world, but he also lived the human experience to the absolute fullest, so that he would have partaken in the same suffering that we're partaking in. He can unite his heart to us in our suffering because he has suffered. He has gone before us. And then what he says to us is, come, come and I will cast your burden upon me. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Give everything to him. Unite yourself to him. Even the cross. Unite the cross to him, whatever we're suffering. I mean, sometimes we're going through tremendous suffering, right? We're losing someone we love. Maybe someone's battling cancer that we deeply love, and we're watching and we're standing by and we have to wait for them to die. That is suffering. I know, because I've done it. I've done it with my mom. I've done it with my father. I've done it with my grandmother. I've walked with them along the road of Calvary. And it is horrifying, right? And I can tell you this, that even though there is tremendous sadness and darkness, there is the hope of the resurrection. You cannot go through the cross without the resurrection. Okay, and you know what's so beautiful is, I love Pope John Paul II. Oh my word, we had a saint walking among us. Okay, he is a saint. But I mean, in our generation, when I was alive, he was here, right? I actually got to go see him when I was young. I was in high school and I got to go see him. My husband got to go see him. But something he said that was so beautiful. He said, we are the Easter people. And hallelujah is our song. The Easter people. What does that mean exactly? We believe in the resurrection. We believe in the resurrection. We do not believe in just the death without the resurrection. We believe there is life after death. We're going to see them again. Okay. We are going to be united with Christ and our family again. These are just some food for thought this Easter season. Go out and find Jesus. Go meet him if you're Catholic. Go find him in the sacraments. Go to confession and give your heart and soul, pour forth everything in you that you're not pleased with, and give it to Jesus. Start new on that road. And when you go to communion this Sunday, sit in him and let him set you on fire. Thanks for listening.